more poetry, random, this and that. And this one is for lovers everywhere. You see, I like variation. We will recapture the glow. Memories like well blended wine will tickle our hearts and cause a stir. And we will relive the bliss of time spent wrapped in joy. We will connect to the time we stroll along the sun, and our eager eyes peered at frosty caps on the seawater, and yachts that dance on the gentle tide. And we scamper to avoid the raging surfs as they splash hard against smoothing the rocks. Oh, the raw force of nature, the freshness of the northeast trades, the constant breeze massaged our faces. We cushioned ourselves in the sand, and we viewed the multicolored designs as the sun prepared to dip. And then suddenly the sun bowed. The sun bowed to rise again in another land. And the stars came out and twinkled. The stars twinkled and matched the brilliant gleam in our eyes. And we looked up and we saw the moon as it sprung to life, the brilliant moonlight. And as the moon sprung to life, we embraced. What a pleasant feeling. We will recapture the glow. Anthony Wendell Riggs. And this one is for those who lost their mothers. You know, when our mothers go to the great beyond, we cannot say, Mommy, how to make a fish cake? Mommy, how to do this or to do that? She is gone. She is gone. All the more reason why you must cherish your mothers while they are still with you. Oh, mother, your presence yet we feel, and the love that fell on us like blessed showers from above still waters our lives with peace and with joy. The days come and the days go, but time will never erase the good that sprung so freely from your heart. We will never forget the hands that nurtured us, or the eyes, your eyes that blossomed the faith, the inspiration that nudged us to excel did not fade when your eyelids closed. You walked with us. You were our friend, a dear mother who filled our days with unspeakable bliss. And during the times our sun was not too bright, you were the beacon that guided our feet and kept us from stumbling in the dark. Your compassionate hands were always present to lead us through the gloom. Mother, you were a solid pillar of devotion and still our light, that glorious beam shines from above and finds its way into our souls. We long to see the smile, to hear the comforting words that sparked hope. Mother, you are a flower, as comely as the rose that sprung from the garden you cherished. You were a model of selflessness and sacrifice. And we pause to give praise to the Creator for bestowing upon you the gifts that raise our spirits and seal the bond between family and friends. Mother, the flesh is gone, but still today we feel your presence, for our spirits still hug. Anthony Wendell directs. Another voice, a soothing voice in whispered tone, inspires faith each day. When dismal bells around us ring, it nudges us to pray. For in these very troubled times when love seems on the wane, and many feel the pressing hand, while in the claw of pain, yet that voice, an encouraging note like a comforting pillow, falls on humble souls waiting to be fed, and those who mourn the dead. The voice, the gleam, it stirs the hope that blessings will surely fall. For when our eyes are lifted up, our God will hear our call. Anthony Wendell directs. And a poem about a trip home to Grenada. And it always feels like a baptism. My spirit is renewed, meeting friends and family. Such a wonderful feeling. And I will experience it soon because the Spirit tells me so. It's trip home. I sat one day on Grandance Beach and I mentally strolled back into time. I revisited my island's root, its history sprung like bamboo shoot. Coves and beaches, hills and falls, and many conflicts I recall. Europeans were prepared to bleed to grab the land and plant their seed, a cherished spot in the Caribbean. The Spaniards swore it was the best they had seen. And through the years, the name was changed, and I took the time to sight the range. Camagüey, Isla de Concepcion, Mayo before that. Hold on a bit, for there are more. Granada, with the Spanish name, from the Granada Hills of European fame. But the French preferred La Grenade. But for that name, the British never cared. So the name Grenada outlived them all. Long after Kalinago and Galibi fall they did. From Le Mans they saw the sacred spot through the years. But then the French too, they had their fall. The Treaty of Versailles and Paris gave the British all. For 112 years or so, Grenada was French. Do you ever wonder where the patois, the French patois went? The French patois almost disappeared, just like our artifacts when no one seemed to care. Changes come, and they come real fast, but the historic thread must always last. And this is a quotation here, I believe it's from M.Z. Mark, who I often quote. Great Grenadians, and our young people must know about him and the book he wrote. We strive for happiness. That's a quote. We strive after happiness, everyone in his own way. The problem is how to find it. It does not come by wealth, learning, or political power. It does not come from without. Happiness comes from within. Surely the kingdom of God is within. So is the kingdom of happiness. It is a state of mind and soul, a peace within that can neither be bought or sold. I have known many wealthy, powerful men who crave after happiness. And I've seen happiness in many a poor, humble soul. It is the outcome of good living, a life of peace. Peace within ourselves and others. End of the quote. And someone also said that money, a universal passport to many things in this life, not a passport to heaven. Anthony Wendell, The Rakes. God bless you.